What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to day 13 of me working on my house every day until I complete all my home renovations. If you have been following along, you know that I finished up this bar area here with this cool mural and wood wrap and all that. And if you haven't seen that, you can go back and watch all the previous videos. But in yesterday's video, I showed that the LED channel kind of trim piece that I made, that I adhered with just double-sided tape, which I thought would be enough, was not enough, and it ended up all falling out, and basically I woke up and it was on the floor. So last night, I came back and I put construction adhesive on the bottom of it, and then now I'm holding it up pretty sketchily with all of these clamps on paint cans and sticks, but I think it's gonna work. I'm gonna leave this up here for as long as possible. It's been like a day now, but I'm just gonna leave it there, give it, plenty of time to fully cure. But in today's video, I'm gonna show you how I'm going to install LED lighting under the toe kick in this little kitchenette bar area in my basement. I'm gonna be putting in some toe kick LED along this side. You can see the wire over there that runs into this closet behind me. But I'm gonna show you kind of how I mount that and put that under there. This side is a little bit different than under the bar because I don't need to do as much. This is gonna be more of like a DIY, a little bit more DIY friendly project. So let's go ahead and get into that. So for anyone who is just watching this video and hasn't seen the video of this one, or this LED strip being put in, I put this one in a few days ago, probably 2 or 3 videos back, which just is up underneath this counter here. The wire comes in out of that wall. And I explained a lot of like the components and everything of the LED system in that video. So I'll give you kind of just a brief overview of how I got this wire ran to here, and then all the components that it takes to basically power the LED along the toe kick. So this wire basically runs through that wall, through this back wall here, and over into this closet. Don't mind my very messy table. It's mostly just LED stuff. And then here into this closet comes that wire. This is that back wall that I was showing with the brick. So that wire runs all the way through. And I did this before everything got drywalled. So that wire comes in, goes into this controller, and then that controller plugs into this power supply, which then gets plugged into the wall. And that's basically everything you need to power LEDs. And the rest of this video is basically just going to be me mounting them, which they will be mounted in this 45-degree angle channel, which will go up under that toe kick with these little clips that they just snap into. And then they'll get this little diffusion cover that just helps diffuse and soften the light a little bit. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video. So I just wanted to basically explain all of that in case you hadn't watched the other videos. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I need to get the LEDs wired up to the wire that runs around this wall and into the closet. And this LED strip in particular they pre-install this little, I don't know, like pigtail on here that has a connection, and you can either add this type of connection to this wire so you can plug them in, or they make these other like plastic clips that you can hook right to here and right to here if you don't want to do any soldering or anything like that. But all I'm going to do is basically cut this little piece off, snip that, strip these wires, and then just match them up and solder them together, and then I can tuck all of that up behind the cabinets. So I'm not great at soldering. I've only done it seriously like 2 or 3 times. So it's really not that hard. I just spin both the wires together, put a little solder on each one, and then I use little heat shrink tubes just to keep them from touching each other, and then that's about it. Got these little, they're like plastic tubes that you just put over each side, over each wire. And once we're done soldering, you can just shrink those over just to make sure that obviously you don't want these all touching each other. So. Stay together. So. Now I got those twisted around each other. Then I can go ahead and I like to just put the soldering iron right under the wire, which will kind of heat it up. And just add a little solder, like so. Like I said, definitely not a pro at this, but it's really, I mean, you're really just trying to get this solder to hold the two wires together. It's not all that difficult. And at this point, these should actually be working. So before I do the heat shrink tubes, I'm going to see if these turn on, which they should right now. There we go. Change them all different colors. Cool. So now I can shrink these tubes over those connections, like I said, so they don't interfere with each other. And then we'll be good to start installing that aluminum channel underneath the toe kicks. And in order to shrink these little tubes on here, you can use a heat gun, or I think even a hair dryer probably has enough heat to shrink them, but I have a heat gun, so I will use that. Just be careful not to put too much heat on the wires, as you can melt this casing as well, so just take it slow and they'll shrink. Now you can see, got all the connections made with all the different wires, heat shrinked, and the LEDs are working perfectly. The little remote. Alright, so now that I have that all wired up, I just have to go up under the toe kick and install these little brackets that are going to hold the channel for the actual LEDs, which will sit right in here. And I think I need to put in, probably only need like 2 per. These are about 3 feet long. I think I'm just going to do 3. I'm just going to go down there, measure it all out, and then put a clip, every, 1 on each end, 1 in the middle, all the way down. And then I'll probably have to cut one of these down at the end because it'll be a little bit too long. I'll probably have to take a foot off the last one. So I'll probably install a couple, two pieces of this channel, and then see what my remaining one is, and then put in the final 2. So I'm gonna go down there and start screwing these in. I'll just screw them. There's just one hole through. I'm just gonna go straight into the toe kick. You could either go up into the bottom of the cabinet, but then you would need probably a right angle attachment on your whatever driver you're using, which I do have, but I think just going straight back is gonna be a lot easier, and that should be just fine. If I don't like that, then I'll flip them, but I think that'll be just fine, so let's do that. I know this probably isn't the best angle ever, but I couldn't really get the camera low enough to get you under here, but I'll show you after. I'm hoping that I don't have to pre-drill these, but we'll see. This is definitely tough to get under here. Okay. We got one. One is in. Alright, so here's what that looks like. See the clip? They're bent like further than 90. Just so I think they have some, grab. Once you snap them in there, they're pretty tight. So that's one. I just have to do like, I don't know, 7 or 8 others. I'll just work my way down doing that one at a time and just I think I might just bring the channel down here and just kind of eyeball it. These don't have to be perfect. You're not going to see them. So just roughly in the right place will work. Alright, so there's like the first piece of track. I got 2 of them up. They go down like that. But where these first 2 come together, they're not like perfectly lined up because I didn't get these brackets. Like, there's a bracket here and a bracket here. And what I should have done is just put a bracket right in the middle so that they meet in the same spot on one bracket. And that's what I did at the end. At the end down here, you can see that it's like this last piece is halfway on that bracket, and then the final piece will connect on the same one, which will keep them perfectly in line with each other. So what I'm going to do is take these out and then make it so this one, I'm going to take both of these out and just put one right in the middle there, and then that should just keep it in perfect alignment. And then I'll go outside and cut this last piece because it only needs to be about, that long. So I'll cut that one out, put the final one in, and then it should be done in a few minutes. On this last piece, it comes with this little these little end caps that just popped on this end one just to give it, more of a finished look on the end. Alright, the channel is in. All the way down there. You can't really see because the sun's shining in so hard right now, but on this far end, I left it a little bit back of the end because this side is kind of, it's exposed, you can see, and I didn't want to be able to look down and see this, so I left it just a little bit back, which it'll still shine plenty, but I just didn't want to see this. When you're standing up, you can't see it at all, so that's the reason it's a little bit short of the end of this. I just didn't want to see that, so now I just need to go get those LEDs, tuck the wires up underneath there. There's like a cavity back there, and then that just has a self-adhesive backing that you just stick it to that channel, and then I'll put on the covers and I'll show you the end result. All right, so the last thing I did off camera was take this diffusion, cover and basically just snap it into place, which I didn't get down there and give you some footage. I think you've seen me crawling around on the ground quite enough so far. So all it does is basically go into this little channel, just lock it in, and just give it a little pinch, and it just snaps right into place. Like, it's actually easier on the ground, like so. And then it's just gives you a nice clean look, finishes it off. And then, like I said, it helps just kind of diffuse the light so that there aren't like as harsh of spots where the LEDs are shining. It bounces off this and then just has like a nice even glow to it. So that is it. I'm going to give you some final shots of it and I'll talk about it probably a little bit later. There's like a ton of sun coming in right now, so you can't even really see it. So I'll do some final shots once the sun starts to go down, and then we can kind of see it all together with both of them glowing. But that's it for today. I will see you in the next one, but right after this I will show you a few shots, but just want to say that that's it. And the next project coming up that I'm probably going to start tomorrow is wrapping this basement pole down here. So if you have a pole like this in your basement, it used to be wrapped in carpet, so there's glue all over it. But a ton of basements have these stanchion poles. I'm going to start wrapping that to match this right here. So if you're into that kind of thing, stay tuned, because that is the new project.